My daughter's garage here. Another quick and dirty little review, like I usually do. Always got something going on. Alright, so the other day I'm driving to work in my beautiful AP2 S2000, Rio Yellow Pearl 04, you know, and a duck. I mean, I hate to chuckle because I can't imagine he did okay, but a duck flew into the front corner of my car. Just caught it at the last moment. I heard boom, and I thought for sure there was going to be all sorts of carnage and everything. So I got to work with the intent of, you know, either nursing him back to health or potentially having a small Viking funeral for him, burying him. But I got to work, and all it was my front lip that is, you know, hard to find, is cracked. No blood, no nothing. So I went back, and no duck. So I don't know. Maybe it was sabotage. Anyway. Here's what I'm working with. It cracked the front lip, right? This whole edge and the part that the screws screw onto. So initially I was just going to use the 2-part epoxy. Honestly, it's on there so well with the double-sided tape, it doesn't need much to hold it in the corners. It's not like it's actually being supported on that end. And here you can see on this side what it's supposed to look like. And on this side, it's missing those 2 chunks in addition to having a pretty sizable crack. Anyway, my good buddy Brian at Paint Society lent me his Eastwood hot stapler. And what do you know? They actually sell staples specifically for corners, which is pretty cool. I already installed one. I was kind of reticent to use it, but gotta be honest, you just can't over melt it. I put it on medium setting. Once you see it start sinking into the plastic and it goes just deep enough right beneath the surface, let it go. Once that's done, I'm probably just gonna run a very small seam of the 2-part epoxy on the inside. I'll scuff it a little bit so it has something to grab onto. I was gonna mesh and everything else, but I actually think that's gonna be overkill. And then I may try to just staple those tabs back on and do the same thing, just a little, you know, seam on it. Anyway, pretty easy to do. All you do is, this is a corner staple, which I had not seen yet. And you put this into the tip of the pen gun pen, whatever. This might be difficult to do with one hand. Give me one moment, please. And there she is. So it's in there. Now, I have it set, it's either off, low, medium, or high. I mean, pretty self-explanatory, but I have it on the medium setting. Oh no, I don't actually have it on the low setting. I was very worried because the plastic is very thin. I was worried about going right through and causing more damage, so low actually worked out beautifully. And there's a little trigger button on here. You literally just put it into the corner, let it warm up. Probably take me a little longer because I have it on low, but better low than melted. So once I see the edge start go in, I let it go, pull it out, let it cool off. Once it does, technically you're braced with a little piece of metal. So melt it into the plastic, then you smooth this out, you cut those out. And then once I remove the tape, if it feels firm, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'll run another couple of staples on the back of this part of the crack just to smooth this out, right? And then I more than likely will just run a couple of staples onto these because I have these pieces. So I'll run a couple staples onto those, a little of the 2-part epoxy, and should be good to go.